Hi, this is Angie from Angie's Southern Kitchen, and today we're going to learn how to make a pie crust in a food processor. And this is a pie crust I really like. This needs 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 13 tablespoons of butter, and 3 tablespoons of lard. And as you can see, I've cut it in cubes, and I have placed it in the freezer so that it's nice and cold. This gives you a tender, flaky pie crust. And then I use water. I use about 6 tablespoons of water. I do put ice in it so that it's ice cold too. And then I put it all in the Cuisinart, and we'll show you how that works. And you make your pie crust in there. This is 1 teaspoon of salt. We're going to put that in. And then I put my butter, 13 tablespoons, and 3 tablespoons of lard. It's really cold, and we're going to put it in the food processor. And I like to pulse it. Okay, you can see the butter in here. You don't want to chop up all of the butter. You want to maybe go a little bit more because that's what makes the flaky layers. So I'm going to give it just a little bit more, and then I'm going to start adding my water. Today I had to add 8 tablespoons, but I would start with 6 and see if it's where you need it. It depends on how humid it is outside where you live, how much water the flour has in it. But to me, when the dough, it still looks like sand, but you want it to look like that because that gives you all your flaky layers. But when it holds together like this, then that tells you that it's done. It's got enough water and it's been processed enough. And then at this point, I take it and I put it in 2 different containers and then put it in the refrigerator and let it rest. So I'm going to divide this into 2 equal portions and put it in the refrigerator and let it rest. After you roll your pie crust out, you can put it in a round pan, a square pan, or oblong pan, whatever you're going to bake in there, fruit or chicken. And you put it in your pan, and then you cut the excess off. And in this recipe, there's enough for a top and a bottom or 2 separate pies. Again, this is Angie from Angie's Southern Kitchen, and you just learned how to make a pie crust in a food processor.